Hello, Mr. Lofamude Unakabo. Welcome to Sheriff's Broadcast Network, the place wusai would bring Africa live to wusai ever you day around the globe. Of course, today another extraordinary program would bring come to now. Of course, we'll not say elections done at Sierra Leone. We don't cover the election done. The government they on now, and so now we get for embark on developmental programs. Of course, specifically looking at waiting Sierra Leonean women then they try for do na Sierra Leone. I think say just like how we can always say, we all get for put our hands on deck for ensure say we don't promote and develop with country Sierra Leone, because now in no more we get, we not get other country, any other country will go na patch with a patch they will just the manage we, but we on country na Sierra Leone. So today we get for take an exclusive look at one of our sisters where they embark on a very serious mission, a mission where get a very serious impact on the women of Sierra Leone and the children as well. Of course, we're not talk about no other person. Now, a very beautiful young lady where you see at the screen right now behind me. Of course, now Kadiatu Kamara. Now, we talk about right here on Sheriff's Broadcast Network, studio number 8. Kadiatu na is Sierra Leonean, now Salon is born and raised. Of course, in the last 1.3 picking away in Papa and Mama born. Of course, he attended Wesleyan Primary School na Sierra Leone, and of course later he proceed to the Annie Walsh Memorial Secondary School na Freetown, and of course later on he go to Frobe College, who even get his certificate in African Studies inside 2003, and of course later he get a BA honors and a Bachelor's of Arts honors degree in Mass Communications inside 2008. And then later, in not happy, he go further and get a master's degree in development management in 2015. After he don't get all the degrees, and Kadiatu Kamara decide for work na Zenith Bank na Sierra Leone, and later he work na Guarantee Trust Bank and of course Access Bank as Sierra Leone, and then he left Salon and go na the public relations, and he worked there as public relations manager at the Sierra Leone Maritime Administration. Of course, this young lady, a very ambitious lady, right now, it don't found an organization where the founder and executive president of the Foundation for Women and Children's Empowerment, what they call Fowcem or Fowcem. I guess we can't talk about time to we. And also, it is double as chairwoman of Ontario Community Council. So this lady are not so any easy lady we'll get for talk about today. Now somebody way very of course very important. Now one of the ambitious young ladies that they make with feel proud as Sierra Leoneans, of course. So they talk to we today about everything way they don't they do. And so Kadiatu, how you they do?
Okay. I'll tell you.
Yes, that's good. Now, a big delight for getting you in Sheriff's Broadcast Network. Of course, Nayaso would always stand for the truth. We always stand for promote Sierra Leonean talent, Sierra Leonean people that wait to try for do good things. Now, the country, we don't read your biography. You get more for add to that biography. Waiting, you go on for level family that know about you. What we not don't talk about.
Apparently, just not like actually telling me. Thanks very much. I feel highly elated for being on board, Ibrahim. Because I always only follow you up, and it goes without saying that if somebody really wants to forget the kind of hype and sensitization way it needs, then it can't balance him at all.
Thank you.
I feel so fun for being at this program tonight. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Like you say, Kadiatu attended the Wesleyan Primary School, and back then, we began to forum where we formed, we had the Girl Child Empowerment Network. We, as little as I was then, they began to make me the Girl Child Advocacy Coordinator. That was like 1994 to 1996, and I'm in class 4 going to class 6, then 10 and 8. And then I proceed to on grade 8 in school at Salon, to be honest, at the annual Chomwe school. At the annuals, I've been doing the TDS for network, where the advocates for the rights of PKM. And then I go for Bay College. For Bay College as well, we get a UN-funded program where me have been the coordinator for women and children's rights. From 2004 to 2008, where I graduate, I attended that position there. And like you say, now I'm the founder and the executive president of Fowcem, we're a foundation for women and children's empowerment. And then I also did double as the chairperson for Ontario Community Council. So, in brief, that's Kadiatu, and I'm proud of being a woman.
Right.
I think that's the greatest achievement I ever done get.
Right, definitely. We are very proud of you as well. Of course, you know, for let you be a Sierra Leonean woman, they talk like that. We are very proud of you. You know, you don't form this organization way now for women and children's empowerment in Sierra Leone. Of course, some of you I will read about you and what you stand for. Some of the objectives of your foundation are to advocate for all forms of women and children's rights and other social values relating to the personal development of especially women and young girls in Sierra Leone, and also to empower especially women and girls in social issues, health, education, and to increase the representation of women in decision-making cadres of the Sierra Leonean society, to raise awareness and mount campaign about sexual violence, domestic gender inequality. I mean, it is plenty, right? We get plenty, and I know so we get for take one by one and I'll elaborate on them and day. But before we even elaborate on the objectives the way you get, tell me first of all, what spur you to action? What make you decide to form this foundation?
Okay, with the background highlights we are just briefly give, and with the detailed explanation we don't give the intro to be specific, you can agree with me say now a wonderful feeling for being in a position for be able to transform lives, and now even double source of joy for like reshaping and remodeling the lives of people, especially women and people the way they are living in need. Considering the fact say I come out from a pretty humble background with so much experience as in somebody will go through the crucibles of life, then I think the only way we be able to pay back society now for make we look at ourselves, look at we past, look at how far we don't come and how far we don't reach. Then you go see don't make me realize say not all out of magic. Aside the fact say God will protect and guide us today, we also get to do with a whole lot of things. I mean, get to do with the passion, the firm purpose, the commitment, the strength of character, and the desire for attain a higher height in society. So all the ingredients are put together and don't make you exactly who that you want to be. When I mean particularly refer to Mariasu. And so you go see say there is a non-negotiable reason for make we form a foundation like this for reach out to women and in them salon and see how best we influence or change. Now, if you agree with me if I'm saying the problem of violence and disempowerment like very much persistent in our salon right now. We get domestic violence, we get the gender disparity where you highlight GISNO. We also get so many forms of violence, and you get the sexual, you get the physical, the emotional violence. All the things and things that a woman and they go through. Okay, we agree say we get that there are three justice chains where like they introduce for like guys for redress the issues they have. The last one like the alternative chain. Now on that you get the emergence of all the women empowerment to but see how best we complement the effort of the customary system and the formal justice system. We completely are just talking about GISNOR. So the formation of foundation for women and children's empowerment. Now with the sole aim for ensure say we get women of a think tank generation of women. Women where they able to voice change. Women where they able to stand up for waiting they want. Women with a sense of character and sense of purpose. Women where you can't mention by amount of household calls the way they execute in the day, but rather by the ability for contribute significantly to the growth of a society. We did look at women they were raised way go get marriage out of pleasure and not out of pressure by the society or peer groups or friends. No. We look at women the way where they see the need for engage them, partner them, where they see the need for stand up for waiting they want. They look at women the way society will point at and say, yes, we're proud of them particular set of people they are so. They look at women the way they're able to contribute to their own personal development, to their own personal growth, where they're able to effect change within their lives, within their families, within their communities. They look at their kind of women and they are not the pulling down kind of women, not the kind of women we get by. No. Even if right. Sets of women they exist, we foundation the type of remodel them for make them see the need for a change, for make them see the need for make we embrace each other and work as a team. But the truth is that, as I always say, one woman will be able to effect a change, but when the entire women come together, we're able to rock the world, we're able to touch lives, we're able to do things that way very much significant. So these are the kind of women the way we really want to raise in Sierra Leone. We want to see women the way they take over leadership. We want to see women the way they are the helm of affairs, now the offices, now the governance sector. Because even right now, you look at the current dispensation, now Salon, even though HE don't try, I mean, they just come and then they get a whole lot of qualified people in cabinet and all, but you go out for ask back, and they are not qualified women, and they are not women with experience. Right. So these are all the things them we want to advocate to.
So Kadiatu,
we get to say, so we see we will hard.
So Kadiatu,
offices them. You see, say if they advertise a particular position, everybody will apply. But if women apply with the brains, with the experience, with the exposure, with the skills, with the training, and then if that woman happens to emerge victorious, and then you happen to say, fine, wait, for me, the beauty will just be an added value. But if that woman emerge victorious, mostly they will tag them like a compromise for making the USAID, or like be like be, or for like emerge victorious, which is wrong. Why you go choose for take the woman in beauty over in brains? Why you not go appreciate the brains over the beauty? So we get a whole lot of things that will happen: the marginalization, the rejection, the bully, a whole lot of things where we are exposed to.
So can I make I ask you a question?
And then create a synergy and work towards development of the women and picking them as salon. And for now we get a very robust team. We're based in Australia, we get my US, we get my Sierra Leone, and we also get my Canada. Yeah. So we're ready for come together, pour them little resources where they get, put them together and ensure that we create the much needed change.
So make I ask you a question, Kadiatu. You know, say Sierra Leone are a very culturally sensitive country. The ideas then where you get, they're very lofty, they're very patriotic, and very necessary. We need that in our country. But plenty people then they, like now maybe here is in a northern province, it hardly for me they allow women for take leadership position at inside and they. If you say people then go they look at you as somebody where they try for make a woman a challenge man in the country.
I think another mentality we thought need for change. Kadiatu only one way God come up with this initiative. As I tell you, all over the world, you get a whole lot of women empowerment programs the way they come up. We're not here to change. We're not there for challenge anybody. We're not there for confront anybody. But that kind of situation where everybody just get in a comfort zone and they fight for the seen, for the heard, for the recognized and the respected. We appreciate Una as man them. And if Una step to look at true development, Una will see the need for making Una join hands with women them. For let Una create the synergy and support the women them. And then stop all forms of marginalization and every other disempowerment where they affect me both. Because the existence of all things and they limit the ability for contribute towards and development. The idea saying we the challenge now, it just say out of the box. By nature we expect now. And by nature we are not respected as we expect now. So is it bad to make we get equal respect? Is it bad for make we get equal position if we qualify the same? Is it bad for we recognize if we do the same work with the same efforts?
Right.
No, it's not. And so I'm not seeing no reason why somebody where like somebody where really developmental oriented, somebody where really wants to see equal empowerment in all spheres of life, because we don't in the wildest imagination and think say the woman they want to challenge the man the way they so respect.
Right. So basically this is not about challenging men. Then the other aspect also I see is that your idea is more tailored towards women that will go school and preferably will go up to college level, because I hear where you talk about women and take position in governance, and then I want you to talk about women the way they at grassroots. Waiting at the plan for them.
We just let spread the entire network. We not limit her, because the point now that if we just limit unto the elite class, then we go disappoint the rest of the women then. Hello, we are not limiting we mandates. Not to that we try to do. In fact, so we waiting we try to do now for work together with the elite class and help for raise the non-elite class to an appreciable level. To a level where they say they be self-reliant and self-sufficient. We priority now more of them people a day. Because the point now that we don't go able for the impact where we want to create. If we just touch the lives of the already established women, and then we left the one there where they out there and really need to change and help.
Right.
So they are our priority, to be honest. They end up keeping them.
Right.
So that make if you see that the mandate, because we talk about providing scholarships and other forms of financial assistance to disabled students and less privileged people, specifically girls, because we want to promote the girl child.
Right.
We a very long time don't suffer under the shadows of men.
Right. And so that takes me to your other objective, winner for actually try for campaign to women and for many or to the government or to Sierra Leoneans. For many understand waiting at the demerits or the disadvantages of sexual violence now the country. Of course, plenty of that one they be done they go on. So how you foundation plan for go about doing that? For sensitize people. I know say sensitization can take place, but how you go actually practicalize them so that it becomes effective on the ground?
Like I said earlier, we get a team all over now. We get Australia, we get US, we get Sierra Leone. We get a very robust team as alone right now. We get hardworking women then. And then you also look at the objective, you see the side where we talk about raising awareness and the mountain campaigns. Raising awareness, we have to do outreach programs then We get for engage the print and electronics media. We get for also look at, of course, social media very much information lately. So we get for use all them forums daily for ensure that we spread out the message. We get competent hands. We get we get a very robust team, a very hard-working team. We get smart guys and as well. We just make a complete team, a total team. With nothing of it will serve as impediment towards us achieving our goal as a foundation. And so, with all the campaigns, the print, the electronics, the social media outlet, the write-ups, the outreach programs, the door-to-door sensitization, I think the issue of sexual violence will soon become a thing of the past. Because we got all up to the government for the short day, if any woman happen or goes through that, like suffer any form of sexual violence and any man in hand, the government gets waiting, it will do, will serve as a penalty to that particular mandate. And if that happens, and then the rest of the man way get that unsatisfactory sexual desire, they're going for control, they're going to see the need to put themselves together and respect women. They're going to accept the fact that sex are something we get by choice, not by chance. Then we're able for most of them people they are so when they don't sexually violate their rights. Now people that will be supposed to become very, very influential figures at the country, but along the line, some of them they not only lost their virginity as a result of sexual violence, they also get some kind of complication when they go through, when physically and mentally not ever able to make them be the woman they're supposed to be. If like before Akamia, you follow up on the radio programs, them you will see start of people and we don't suffer sexual violence, so ever they imagine for our life. But again, sexual violence is not the only form of disempowerment and we don't face as women. Even if you look at the UN report, they will tell you say almost all the women in a salon don't suffer an aspect of violence in their lifetime. So this they tell you say now a very broad concept, and then conscious efforts need to be made for ensure say we address all the issues they are so, and then the future become very, very bright for Sierra Leonean women them and women all over.
So let's talk about the Pikinem, because now women and children. When we come to the Pikinem, you say, I want for ask you if if a family planning is part of this whole agenda owner gets, because people in there and then just they born Pikine, and then the Pikine they're not able to take care of them. The Pikine they end up for suffer. Some of them they malnourish, some of them they die early. So is family planning part of this approach owner gets?
It's will be included in the awareness raising program. But one thing we are not saying for sure, they part of the mandate now. The fact say we get the part of the awareness raising where we embark on. Now for ensure say, begin and no say, when you term reach, when you physically mature, forget picking, then you enjoy your family. But when you choose to get picking by chance, or as a result of pleasure, then you will affect your future. And for all you know, at times most of them pick here, where they born picking them at a very tender age, the family they look up to them picking their soul for their growth, for the family development. And if only they pick here get the right advice, the right approach, the right guidance. For all you know, they're not for the portions without unfortunate mental. So this is not the reason why we just feel say some of we were there now the foundation now. We don't go through so many things, but yet able to surpass the challenges them, and they like how we did so today. we need for share we experience with them people. Yeah, hear me out, Ibrahim. For like me in particular, if not to be with the help of my mama, where like my single parents, but 18 hours woman for ensure say Kadibi would have to so to say. And if not to because I get a sense of purpose since back then to now, if not to because I been get the zeal, the desire for influence me society and impact lives, if not to because I been get I miss say me background can never limit or determine the future. But that are supposed to be strong enough to break barriers for people that I want to be, and not for them those are they so to say. But because I know say societal pressure, cultural pressure, peer pressure, or no forms of pressure in this world, not being get the power for change me motive and intentions, here I am. So if I share my experience with them, if me and 20 other at home, engage them and let them know say now only the family they look up to change the lives of other people and where they be now only the country they look up to because the one they wait in power now so they eventually get from people so the younger ones then when they come so what will be the future of Sierra Leone if the younger ones they have so they already destroy their future
exactly right
so the point that they need we for advocates for them. And they need we for share with personal experience with them. They need we for no say the time when we dey at the teen stage, we focus on the study, we focus on the education. It wasn't that rosy. Not like we be they get 3 square meal a day, not like we be they get money flow and we post them as lunch. No. But if we able to tell them say, okay, people like we be just they get 1,000 those you pay 400 go, you pay 400 and you just get 200 euros for the eat where you either eat some morning or you keep them for your lunch in the afternoon. But yet, despite all the challenges they face, I still be able to ask myself today and say I'm proud of being a woman. So if I can do if I can able to go through all them in a day, nothing for able to limit them. But some of them need personal experience to be shared. Some of them need money too.
So Kadi, this is very plausible what you they do, very plausible. We really appreciate you for stepping up. So tell me about the organogram, the structure of this organization, this foundation. How structured are you guys? Because I hear where you talk about you guys being in different places around the globe. Tell me about the structure.
Yes. Like I say earlier, we get the US branch where some of the members are you familiar with already. And then for each branch you get the executive heads and then you get other directors then where they are the head of affairs and ensure say they monitor the activities of the foundation and work together from the branch for making them achieve the general goal.
Right.
And then so that structure they replicate from one country to another, come down to all the countries that we are listed in Sierra Leone, Australia and then US and so on. So for we get the executive president, Kadiatu. We get the directors them, and then we get the board members them, where they oversee the entire foundation process. And then you also get the branches them, we get the organogram, where like we not literally for control them per se, because if somebody gets a team and they put somebody in charge, and because of the qualify. And so all what we do now for sit down, get a general meeting. Like since we formed the foundation, we first meeting we get this weekend, and then during that meeting day, we able to come together, waiting exactly the first event where they undertake.
Right.
Reach out to them, the women them as well.
Okay. So that's how the structure is. Okay. And so far, I know say for let you able to accomplish the mission the owner don't set for this foundation, you guys need a lot of resources. Now, waiting at the specific resources the owner need at this point for able for achieve una goals.
We need support.
Okay.
Yes, that's for sure. For now, the members they do the contributions for ensure they we execute the task they will outline. Before you go see we and say okay, then people ask I really need for pay attention to them. By we self, people don't do something where they call attention. So that make we first activity will take place at the start of the school year.
Okay.
Now we will announce waiting exactly with our this.
Okay, that's fine. We understand. As long as you know, we are more we are more talking about the resources that you need, so that if people and they will they watch you, when they listen to you, they want for help you, then we're able for do something.
Yes. Before I come to the resources, I just want the general public to listen for nothing. For now, the resources where we need not available yet. For waiting we they do now for join hands together as a team for ensure we raise the little way we able get for execute the first tax with their hand. But aside that tax thing, we need help from different humanitarian people, organizations where they gear towards the development of women and picking them as well. Because we cannot work in isolation. Right. We need the support of everybody. Like for the school picking them, if we want to supply them school materials like books, pen, eraser, bags, these are all things that we need for the store. These are resources that we not available yet, but we need them. Even if we come together as members and then provide them, the more the merrier. If we're able to get external support, then we'll be able to adequately achieve the goal. We'll be able to reach out to the beginning. Because you go back the tongue, you get a whole lot of hidden way. For it can start at times if you even see them imagine. They will go to school, they're not get writing materials. Then some they go to school with their foods. Right now the city, it's not even offline, no. It's not home, they happen. So if you get people we get all things in abundance and they look for the right cause to sponsor and they look for people where they in need. When they go to then they can come to the foundation and then support them in it.
Okay. So part of una work is like for the picking una get for if una able for award them scholarships. These are things you want to do for getting school materials. Then these are things you want to do, right?
Yeah, sure. Provide materials, provide scholarship for them, organize union activities, organize a debate for just keep their mental ability intact,
boost their morale. Okay.
Yes, and if you do that, you get prizes where you get to lay for as a motivating tool. So all them things and then the scholarship, like I say earlier, you get deserving and less privileged beginning where like go back their scholarship and then parents then will use so they open accounts for them beginning day, and then if them beginning the left secondary school because we want to catch them when they're really young. If them beginning the left secondary school, whatever money they will don't put as prize of the winner, the first and second winner. The parents they will use that, they save them and then use them for the college startup and a whole lot of things them where we able to do for just help for alleviate the plight of picking and woman then as alone.
Okay, well, that's very plausible, you know, because people then they will watch and they go on for know if they have these things to donate, who that then go call, how then go contact Una, you know, that kind of information. Do you have that?
Yes, we get contact of members there. We also get the websites, and then they're able for reach them, and then all the contact information they do the contact information, then go able for
reach out to Una through the contact. What's in at the website?
Yes. www.fowcem.org.
Okay, so the Fowcem na FOWCEM, right? Okay, yeah, FOWCEM. And so me family for owner the waiting Kadiatu they talk about FOWCEM.org in case una want for help out with anything. And so Kadiatu, so which position will you hold for this organization? You know, we can forget a little deep.
Okay. The executive president.
Executive president.
Executive president.
Founder and executive president. So we did talk to the main person. We found this whole thing, right? So now, Sierra Leone, you based or you based in the diaspora? Where are you in doing this?
I'm currently in Canada.
In Canada, okay. But would they plan to go back and forth until you say you're implementing plans there?
Oh, sure. I need to change dynamics. I need to change status quo. And we get the team ready on board, reset. So we are all ready for work as a team and influence the change.
Okay.
And touch the life of beginning woman then as alone.
And so if I can ask you for towards the end of this interview, if people and they will watch you, they need a specific message from you, what would be your last word for this interview?
My last word is we get the ability for effect the necessary change. We get waiting it take as women or touch the lives of other women then. And so all we need for do now for embrace itself. All we need for do now for create a synergy where we work as a team and achieve required goals. Let me stop for the scroll past we copy women and success and just smile without appreciating them. Let me stop for putting yourself down. Let me build yourself. Let me empower yourself. Let me appreciate one another. Let me work as a team. And let me work towards creating the necessary change. Because the truth is that unless we come together, work as a team, we can never achieve the goals as women. And no matter which cause we embark on, no matter the amount of foundations the way we establish or form, everything will become an illusion until we realize the importance of working as a team and embracing one another as women.
Right.
Let me not work in nation. Let me come together as one and touch the lives of the pikin and woman that waiting as alone we need help.
Right. And you know, I feel say what you don't talk make a complete sense, because a lot of the Sierra Leonean society now, when they see them, then they go in that direction. All man, you know, don't become patriotic now, especially before and after the just concluded elections in the country. A lot of awareness don't come around people there. But we just want to take this opportunity for express with thanks and appreciation to you for the kind patriotic step we don't take. We wish you well. We wish you the best. And that in case you need any help from we, let us know. We'll always be there for you. But we really appreciate you. And one for me, say, Sheriff's Broadcast Network, we're established for this kind of things. When we don't see a Sierra Leonean, we patriotic, we want to do something to Sierra Leone. We offer our services to you. And so we are very much happy that you are doing this. So we wish you all the best.
Thank you, then.
So, my family, this
and also the support of women that we need. We also need the man them. Okay, this don't mean you need to support by.
Because you not talk about we, so we get for.
By offering on this platform. So what the UNA need for do now, for also come together and support the women them. They're not see we as competitors, and I see we as partners in development. Yes. And I give you that feeling of us being important, and allow me for create the macro is of this to create. I mean, allow me for feel me say, yeah.
Okay.
Allow me for feel me say.
For feel when I say,
and I stop being the bully one I always love to find the
Oh, the bully one, okay. Well, you see, I say what you do, mama. Yeah. But definitely, a very good thing what you do, we want to do. So you guys keep it up. But once more, family, make a reminder of the objectives of this group. They are here to advocate for all forms of women and children's rights and other social values relating to the personal development of especially women and young girls in Sierra Leone. And they are also here to empower especially women and girls in social issues, health education, and to increase the representation of women in decision-making cadres of the Sierra Leonean society, right? To raise awareness and mount campaign about sexual violence, domestic gender inequality, and generally all forms of women's disempowerment and other impediments in the social and political evolution of women and girls in Sierra Leone. To provide scholarship or other forms of financial assistance to the less privileged students, especially girls in school, university, and other institutions. So I think this is a very lofty idea stem. So once more, Kadiatu, I want to say a lot of thanks to you. And would they follow you, whatever development or progress what they make with this, would they follow you, would they come back again after a few months, 6 months, 1 year, let we report to viewers then about what you done.
6 months is too far.
Okay, so
you give me a talk of relating awareness and mounting campaigns, so which means we in partnership. We know therefore if we give you 1 week meeting, they say number 10 or 10 key. Maybe something that you make.
Well, no problem. Anytime you need anytime you need us, come around. All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah.